What's up? What's up? What's up? Your boy Domuto. We back with another video. Today we're watching Ohmeezzy, Rich Celebs. Rich Celebs cries about having to shop at H&M. So I have been keeping. I watched his last video about Simone on my own time, and yeah, it was people kind of get mad at her for not helping her friend out because she was going through it. I get that, but like, look, I believe in. People like making up like scenarios like, oh, she should have known she was broke. She should have just offered money to her. Like, nigga, at the end of the day, I wholeheartedly believe in a closed mouth won't get fed. So if you ain't telling, how I'm supposed to know what you're going through if you ain't telling me what you're going through? That's kind of why I kind of felt weird about it, but yeah, she was wild and talking about some Jesus, like you the friend she talking about. but anyway, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about what she talking about here.
Now I was gonna let her slide. I promise you, I was gonna let her slide, but this is too crazy.
Just my finances.
People been meaning this. I seen
the budgeting. You see how I am, nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah,
like I notice it in me now, just nitpicking, and it's not even. I just don't have it like to spend the liquid.
Be Simone, be for real. Simone is having probably the toughest time on the internet this week, and it's literally only Tuesday. Not only in our last video did we expose her for being one of the worst friends in mankind, but now we are exposing her for being completely and utterly tone deaf to any and everybody's financial situation. Now, don't get me wrong; these times are very much tough financially speaking for everyone. Everybody's feeling it. Even the richest of the rich, the millionaires like B. Simone. But with that being said, nobody wants to hear about you being forced to go to H&M instead of Bloomingdale's. It just comes off tone deaf.
Being forced to go to H&M is crazy.
Finances. Like the budgeting. You see how I am, nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah,
like
Jesus.
I notice it in me now, just nitpicking, and it's not even. I just don't have it like to spend the liquid.
Right.
I'm used to having liquid, and because I've invested in this app and this platform, I don't have the liquid. I got the money,
not yet.
It's coming. I have it in assets. I have it in jewelry. I have it in But
like, so, like, wait, is she not on Wildin' Out no more? I know Wildin' Out didn't get canceled. Like, you ain't got the Wildin' Out checks coming in no more. Or do you quit Wildin' Out just to do this shit? To write a book that's not yours? Like, come on.
But it's like the liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account.
My God, you can't go to Bloomingdale's. Now, mind you, she's still on people in the same regards. Like, there's a lack of humility in all of this. Now, I still got the jewelry, and I still got the clothes, and I still got the house, and I still got all these things that, you normal brokies who will be consuming my apps or reading my books or whatever don't have. But I just don't have the liquid, so much so that I have to go to, one of these lesser-known department stores. So if you don't have the liquid, it sounds like you don't have the money. And B. Simone is what I would consider one of these modern-day creators, influencers, who falls for the same tropes. I think she is from Atlanta. She fits the Atlanta mentality pretty well. Faking it till you make it, having this aesthetic, putting on this aura of luxury or whatever the case may be, even though you don't have it. And then ultimately, when putting a mic in front of you, you decide to spill the beans on yourself. Now, I want it to be known, B. Simone's money issues hurt her so bad that it caused her to even expose her good friend nature, this persona that she has put on. The fake one that we exposed in the last video. Even when her friend was faced with a new opportunity, she couldn't help but be jealous about the situation.
What? I have this opportunity, and I called you, and I told you about it, and you were just like, okay, and you called me back.
I called her right back, y'all. I was so convicted. I was so convicted.
You were like, I didn't like how I felt when you told me that, and I was like, what do you mean? You were like, I don't know what it is. I'm talking this out in real time, but whatever it is, I don't like what I felt. And I said, did you feel jealous? And you were like, I don't think I feel jealous.
Because we went through all the emotions. She's like, are you angry? Are you sad? Are you jealous? I was like, I'm not jealous because I don't want what you have. I'm just I'm sad and I'm angry and I'm upset that I'm not doing it with me.
Yeah.
Like, we're not working together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that. Y'all, let me tell you something. Anybody that's in my circle, I want to work with you. I want to put you on. I'm putting you in position. I like doing it together.
You do.
How can we do this together? How can we make money together? How can we build together?
I mean, at the end of the day, well, I don't know. I don't know their friendship, their relationship. Obviously, it's not that fucking close. It's there. You don't notice your friend is poor, is struggling, or your friend's not comfortable with asking you for help. Whatever. I don't know what their relationship is, but I'm assuming it's a good relationship since they're here talking. I don't know. Like, you should feel happy for your friend, man. I mean, that's the first thing you should be happy for your friend to get a job, regardless if it's not with you. That's kind of weird. I get what B. Simone's trying to say though. Like, B. Simone, like, I think the Waynes, they like it. They want to work together. That's how they built their foundation of all of them working together. So, and I think they say in their interviews that sometimes when they go on their own and do stuff, they want to build up the family more, but some people got to spread their wings. I think Damon Wayans Sr. said something about his son, like, doing his own thing. He said he prefer him to work with his family, but he accepts that he just does his own thing. So you gotta let people fly. Let them do their thing.
You were mad not because your friend got an opportunity, but you were mad because you couldn't take credit for it because she wasn't working with you. Guys, this is a grade A narcissist. Like, there's no other way to put it. She's mad because she can't take credit for her friend's success, especially because she did nothing in her powers to help her friend while her friend was downtrodden and needed money. This is some of the worst PR I've ever seen. So let me get this straight. You're spitting in the face of Bloomingdale shoppers. You're spitting in the face of your best friend who needed help in some sort of regards. We've seen you spit in the face of the average everyday man 9-to-5 worker.
Everything I have, my dream career, I manifested it. I'm trying to manifest a husband. Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga with a 9-to-5. I get it. They work hard. I used to have a 9-to-5. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. You work hard, you have money. I get it. I need an entrepreneur. I need somebody that understands my mindset. Somebody that has the same lifestyle. It has nothing to do with money, everything to do with lifestyle, okay? When I'm in the bed at 3 a.m., checking emails. What you doing, babe? Working. What you doing? Working. Okay, love you. You want to hop on a flight tomorrow? I have a meeting in out of town. You want to go? You got let's go. Okay.
And now you want us to be sympathetic of your situation where you can't live.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Look. You gotta have somebody to look. I wouldn't want nobody that's, I don't know, that's a weird one. I don't think she was shitting on 9-to-5 niggas. She just, like, why would she date a nigga like me that gotta work, build up money, that can't give her what she want. You know what I'm saying? I can't go around and give her jewelry, go on trips. So I gotta work for that. I gotta wait a whole year to go on a trip. You know what I'm saying? I go on a trip once a year. You know what I'm saying? I can't just go on a trip when I feel like it. I can't. So I get, like, you gotta have a preference. You gotta have somebody that can match
live that same lifestyle that you once pursued or wanted to live in. And look, not that I don't think B. Simone doesn't still have money. I do believe she does have money still. But to sit here and publicly shit on those that, still fund your lifestyle because you are an influencer is probably the biggest mistake. And I've seen this happen over the past couple of years. That is like career at a 101 is shitting on the people that consume your content. Especially, and I mean especially in this economic climate. The reason why B. Simone even has this mentality is because social media has her reality totally warped about how she should be looking to obtain money or seeking a partner when it comes to them obtaining their money.
And this time when you set out to do the app, you said that you wanted to do something that was legacy. That was going to have longevity.
Not quick.
Yes, you
don't. I don't want it quick, and I'm not complaining. Yeah. I know that. I believe in what we're building.
Yeah,
but I think that, that's what I'm fighting.
Use the microwave, and this app is a crock pot.
Wow.
This app is a slow cooker.
Wow.
And you're going to reap the benefits of it later. But right now, you're sowing seeds into that. And so it just takes time. But you'll have that liquor cash.
I believe that.
You'll have all
I
that.
believe
you know
that.
it.
And that's all fine and dandy. Normally people who do long-term investments, you know, understand that this isn't going to manifest itself for years and years to come. I won't see a return today. Definitely not tomorrow, but eventually I will see a return. That does not then mean that you get on a mic and tell people, I had to step foot in a Walmart and I was clutching my pearls. Nobody wants to hear that. Eggs are way too high. Gas is insanely high. People can't afford their own day-to-day lifestyles. Then they want to go to the internet and unplug from their jobs that are just so harmful to their brains and stuff like that, their mental health. And they hear B. Simone bitching about how she can't go to Bloomingdale's anymore, so she's forced to go to H&M. B. Simone, people are forced to stand in unemployment lines, food stamp lines, you know, live with their parents. Damn, your friend. People are forced to be in situations like your friend. And it's also crazy that you're saying this across from your friend who is just begging for your help. You have no inkling of a brain.
So you didn't help me when I was down. You didn't want to help me when I was down. That's fine. Okay, cool. But when it was finally time for me to be on my feet again, now you're going through something jealousy-wise? No. Y'all are focused on the wrong part of the interview. This right here, she made her friend a therapist and a dumpster of sorts. She should have called her therapist. She should not have called her friend back. I wish she would have called her therapist to work through what she needed to work through and then call her friend back. This needs to be the focus of the conversation. Because how you disrupted by me finally winning.
B. Simone crying about her finances is seriously sending me. She was like, we were in Bloomingdale's. And I said, we have to go to H&M. Like, Kim, seriously? People are dying. And H&M is not really that cheap, you know? Like, people are shopping at City Trends, Rainbow, Goodwill. And she up there crying about having to shop at H&M.
I remember those City Trend days, boy.
Did she say that after her friend came out and told her how broke she was and she had to be on food stamps? I really feel like that came afterwards. It's like she keep trying to one-up this girl for some reason. Like, I really feel like she's jealous of this girl.
B. Simone the type of bitch that'll let you just walk around the club, period blood, licking through your shit, and won't tell you shit until the end of the night. Not even the end of the night, until you notice that shit.
That's a crazy ass
shit
example.
Sound dumb as fuck, don't it? The same analogy y'all should have for as the reason why you sitting up here watching your best friend struggle. And then you rich as fuck at that. Like, see, I could understand if it was just the outside friend, somebody that you just kick it with here and there. But no, this was somebody you really titled as your best friend. And then the best friend trying to forgive it and look past it by saying, well, she didn't have to do nothing for me. We grown, woo, woo. If a motherfucker is not beneficial to you, I don't give no fuck what nobody said. They need to move the fuck around.
We've all had friends in our lives like a B. Simone. And I think that that's why this resonates with myself and a lot of the other consumers of this content. Now, there were two people in the comment section of my last video, and I kind of want to highlight the difference. The ones that have identified that friend like B. Simone, and the ones who are still actively friends with the B. Simone. See, the ones who have identified that friend like B. Simone have moved on. They can understand that, like the gentleman said, everybody in your life that you label as a friend is not beneficial for you. And if they aren't doing for you, then push them to the side. No, that does not mean that your friend has to give you anything and everything with their life and that they have to be totally consumed around you. But damn, if you have a whole sandwich and your friend is starving, people would expect you to give your friend half a sandwich. I think that just makes a lot of sense. People like us who have identified the B. Simones in our lives have realized, not only do you not do anything positive for my life, but in fact, you do things that would be labeled as sabotage in any other situation. You know, you dirty Mac, you don't give me information that I might need, you're not there for anything positive. Really, the only reason why I exist in your life is to boost your ego, right? Because I'm being a good friend, I'm pouring into you, I am giving you words of affirmation, I'm doing whatever, stretching out my neck for you. But on the other side of that, I'm also used as a vent dumpster. You know, somebody who you...
And I will say that a one-way friend is the worst type of friend. Like, if it's just one way where you're the person that's checking up on them, checking up on somebody, and you're worried about them, this could be for a boy or a girl, whatever. Like, if this is what is just one, it just feels just one way and not reciprocated back, those relationships are exhausting. You need to weed out those relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like how am I caring about you more than you caring about yourself? You know, right now. You know what I'm saying? Why you can't? You know what I'm saying? How come every time I check up on you, you don't check up on me when I'm sad? You know what I'm saying? But you know, when you need something, first one there. So y'all gotta watch out for those type of relationships. Those are the worst ones. I'm sorry, ranting. But yeah, B Simone, I don't know, man. I never was a B Simone fan. I ain't never. I don't think I follow her on Instagram. I don't know if I follow her on Instagram or not. I don't know, but I just know her from Wild and Out and her being in Desi videos. Nigga.
You can just straight up vent to all the time, bash so-and-so all the time, and really just not take accountability and listen to my words. Now, the other person on the flip side of that is the people in the comment section who were defending B Simone, who I would call people who actively have a B Simone friend in their life and don't realize it yet. Those are the people that are still making the excuses, still saying that, you know, Jesus or some other divine intervention is going to come up in their life and make them come up out of that situation. Like the friend sitting across from B Simone consuming all this content. Girl, you were broke, you were downtrodden, you were poor, you were all these things wrapped into one. And when you call B Simone about a job opportunity, she immediately hopped into her jealousy bag and then let you figure out why she was jealous. What? Next level narcissism. B Simone is definitely going wrong here because this is somebody who wants us to believe that we should consume not only her content but buy her products. She's doing this interview and other interviews in an attempt to sell an app, and honestly it's not landing because she doesn't seem like somebody who we should be, I don't know, throwing our dollars or time or attention to.
Is that your foot? I love you.
I love you too.
Welcome back to another episode of Let's Try This. You don't need no introduction.
Let's go.
When's the last time you've been in love?
When I met you, I'm like, I don't know how to take this girl.
You thought I was playing.
You were.
Do you think I am too alpha, too boss, to have the alpha man? Like, could it?
I mean, in retrospect, this is like a ongoing thing, ain't it? This is like she she had a crush on the baby. This is just for views right here. I did it just for content and views right here. So I'm not blaming her for doing what everybody else is doing in content right now. So I'm not like I'm not about to nitpick this.
Guy like you really, really date a woman like me. Jonathan, I've never heard you say that.
You never had?
I have. You're so scared of marriage.
No, I'm not. You is.
No, I'm not. Why do you think that?
I mean,
last question and then we gone. This is just fun and you don't want a relationship and I don't want that either. We're on the same page with that. So don't get weird. But
Wow, that conversation was so riveting. It was so breathtaking. It makes me want to purchase her app. That episode was so innovative and breathtaking, and it almost reminded me of her other business ventures. Her 90% plagiarized book. You know, the one where it gets bad scores on Turnitin and half of the pages are blank pages for you to fill out. Listen, I'm done with creators like B Simone, and I think everybody is. In 2025, we are looking for creators that give real, give authentic, and give something that we want to come back to. You know, somebody who's personable, somebody who shows a genuine personality. But everything that we've seen over the past couple of days has screamed a fake narcissist who is clinging on to some old school social media fame from her skits with Desi Banks. Her, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm throwing her the bus too, Jess Hilarious, we don't need you anymore. I'm not gonna lie. We can just go ahead and be done with you because you are insufferable people. And we're not spinning with the next grift. We're just not.
Yeah, that book part was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's crazy. Shout out to Ohmeezzy for the video. B Simone. I don't know, man. Just I don't know. Why do people trying to be social media gurus? Like, why are people doing that? I don't get that. Like, stay in your lane. Like, you stay what you got famous for. Yes, try to, branch out and do other things. But, like, nigga, this is not it. But anyway, man, shout out to Ohmeezzy for the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out the last video. Ohmeezzy right here. Check out another video. Malik right here. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.